Good morning, I am Kevin Price. Welcome to the first show for February. Delighted to be with you. Talking to you about you and your business. We have a lot to cover on to today's program, and we're going to jump right straight into it. I've got Chris Stark on. Chris is with a company called CTROM, and do want to mention that, I've had him on before, loved their story, and wanted to share it again with the audience. Chris, welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you having me.
Yep. Kind of quickly give us the panoramic overview of what CTROM is all about.
CTROM, founded in 2001, is a custom cloud service provider. We provide cloud hosting services that have a strong emphasis on security and customizations for companies across the United States.
Kind of give us an overview of, first of all, for those who aren't familiar with the cloud, which is just such a ridiculously small number that I really don't even want to accommodate them almost, because it's like, come on, this is the 21st century. But what is the cloud, and why is it important for people to be cognitive of?
You know, cloud really is a wave of the future. I like to use the analogy of back in the day, did people really go out and manufacture and create their own electricity? No. They went out and found a provider that they created electricity and was responsible for maintaining that. That's what information technology or computer services are really evolving to today. It's becoming a commodity where businesses can go out and provide or look for a provider that's going to host and provide applications and data storage and IT support and consulting services all under one roof. So businesses, whether you're a mom-pop shop or an enterprise business, can focus on what they do best versus worrying about some of the IT challenges.
Yeah. So tell me why CTROM is important in that whole discussion of the cloud.
You know, we've been doing this for 12 years. We have a pretty big passion on focusing on customer service. And customer service isn't always just answering the phone. It's getting results done. It's providing top-notch solutions, listening to your customer, adapting, evolving. And because every customer has a unique challenge, and not all the widgets and boxes that cloud providers build will necessarily meet those challenges. So how we differentiate ourselves is by really engaging and listening to our client, adapting and moving the cloud in the direction that meets the customer's needs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So who is your typical client? Kind of give us a profile of what your clients look like.
You know, small and medium-sized businesses, and we look at companies that are usually in that 20 to 300 employee mark. That's usually the sweet spot. Usually it's when, at that 20 employee mark, companies really start evolving and the requirements become a little bit more unique. I think under 20, you're just trying to keep the lights turned on, possibly. Maybe not. Maybe that's too strong of a statement. But companies that really have a strong emphasis on need for security and customization. We do a lot of work with a lot of accounting firms, associations, federal government contractors, travel industry, emergency services. And those are where we probably have a larger percentage of clients. But then we have also a mix of other types of customers that just need some level of IT support and just outsourcing.
Yeah. So when you look at that landscape of clients that you have, by the way, how many do you typically have at any one time?
We have about 115 different companies that are hosting with us today. And at any point in time, it's 20-plus thousand staff or users on our systems.
Got it. And you're able to, I'm assuming you're able to do a lot on their screen virtually.
Exactly. So, we host all their information and their applications on our systems, but then we also have the capability, if a client needs us, under their permission, is to look at their screen. And we don't, we're not in the business of seeing what clients are doing, but we're in the business of helping our clients and support them if they have a challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I see you work with a lot of other companies, in terms of being familiar with their technology. The nice little plethora of logos here on the bottom of the screen, by the way, at ctrom.com, ctrom.net, ctrom.net, ctrom.net. So does that mean that you have received training, you have partnerships with? Explain all those various certifications there on your website.
Yeah, so we've been a Microsoft Gold partner for over 12 years. We're one of actually the first 25 cloud providers to work with Microsoft back in 2001 when the program was just initially launched. when there was only one person at Microsoft. We're a Dell partner. We work heavily with them. We work heavily with HP and Citrix and Barracuda. And what that means is we've gone to those vendors and our partners, and we've gotten specialized training in their specific brands and software and hardware. We've got seasoned senior systems engineers that have gone through extra training and get tested by those manufacturers to achieve those certifications.
So how big? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's a constant reinvestment back into our organization to keep these people up to and trained, because as you know, technology is evolving weekly, monthly, etc.
What's the largest company that you are currently, or not necessarily, you don't have to say their name, but how large is the largest company that you're working with currently?
About 7,000 users, 7,000 employees.
Well, how large could you accommodate?
That's a great question, and I thought the 7,000 was going to push us hard, but we delivered on time and under budget. So we're looking for that next big challenge. If there's any takers out there, give us a call.
Man, that was really well done, Chris. I appreciate that. Tell me about the, in terms of how you begin an engagement with a potential client. How does that work?
The first step of any engagement is listening. We really have to understand what is where the pain is. Why they're talking to us anyway. There's a pain somewhere. It's either financial or technology, or maybe it's just business and getting out of business and doing IT. I think you have to, as a vendor, really engage and listen to understand what the needs are before we can even start, putting solutions out there that potentially could resolve those issues. And then after the initial engagement, we go back to our plethora of products and services, and we see if there's something we have or is there something out there in the market that could help and fix the problem. Sometimes it's not a perfect fit, and sometimes we will guide our client in the right direction that would be a perfect fit. And then it's going through the process of doing a technical analysis and a business analysis, and then putting together a prototype for our client. And then it's a matter of building in parallel and migrating our client over to our systems and turning live. It's a lengthy process, but we've done it over 100 times plus. And quite good at it, actually.
All right. Chris Stark, he's president and CEO of Ctrom. And by the way, you can learn more about them at Ctrom, Cetrom.net. That's Ctrom.net. Chris, thanks for being with us. I'm going to put you on hold for just a minute. I need to get some information from you. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. I appreciate your time.
Just want to remind you also, I'm going to be at the Franchise Expo South, February 6th through February 8th. I'm going to be doing a lot of interviews there of the franchises. This is an incredible opportunity for you to learn more about franchising. And I want to give you free tickets, thanks to my friends at usdailyreview.com. Go there today to get your free tickets, usdailyreview.com. When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter.